Our people have always been on this land, living in harmony, but it all changed when the white men invaded our land.
I'm John Cabot and I have laid claim to this land for Great Britain.
No, I am Jacques Cartier and I claim this territory for France.
When Europeans came, they took over our territory as well as our natural resources. They developed greatly the fur trade, creating fur trading businesses like the Hudson's Bay Company, along with the Northwest Company some years later, in a large part thanks to our help.
Furthermore, we also fought for the dominion of these lands. In 1759, I, General Wolfe, leader of the British forces, beat French forces led by Marquis de Montcalm at the Battle of the Plains of Abraham. Our victory over France marked a turning point in the battle of control over Canada, becoming our colony. Soon later, the Constitutional Act divided the colony into Upper Canada, now Ontario, and Lower Canada, now Quebec.
I, Isaac Brock, also led Canadian and British troops, but in the War of 1812 and fighting against Americans.
And me too, I'm William Lyon Mackenzie and I led another revolt in Upper Canada, mending Morse government, but I was unsuccessful in my quest.
Hey, don't forget about me because I led rebellion as well, although against British rule in Lower Canada. Don't tell anyone, but I lost my fight too. Anyway, after my failure in 1840, the British Parliament adopted the Act of Union, which combined Upper Canada and Lower Canada into the new province of Canada.
And after that, some years later, in 1867, the British Parliament adopted the British North American Act, formally establishing Dominion of Canada, and I, John A. Macdonald, became the first Prime Minister of the great country.
There is nothing great about it. I shall lead a rebellion against Canada so that my Métis people can receive the rights they deserve. There shall be no Canadian expansion without permission of the Métis.
Been working tirelessly to get this fancy railroad done and this man thinks he can just stop it? He's such a fool. The railroad would get completed no matter what.
I will not let them get through my Saskatchewan. Ow! My neck.
I will fight for Canada. I mean, Great Britain. I mean, Canada.
It has been too long that women have been regarded as less than men. I want the right for women to vote so the men don't have all the power and women are treated as equals to them.
The dust storms have taken our crops, and the country has fallen into depression. The people are sad. No one has money, and our economy is.
We believe that Canada is on its way to becoming a more independent dominion. It should become a part of a Commonwealth of Nations. They should choose what they want to go to war and be allowed to control their own foreign affairs. Our little Canada is growing up.
Even though we didn't have to, Canada joined another war. Now I have once again signed up for Canada's workforce and we will take down the Axis power.
Germany's back. In this time, it's personal.
It has come to a time in our history when we have to make alliances, and Canada has decided to join the United Nations and the North Atlantic Treaty Organization to protect our country and nations around the world.
It's time for everyone, everywhere, no matter the race, sex, national origin, color, or religion, to have equal rights. That is, of course, as long as they are not black, women, gay, a Jewish, or a Muslim.
The French people have been disregarded for too long, and Quebec should talk to the Canadian government about.
Down with the Anglais. We just take these two guys. Whoops. Looks like one died. That is unfortunate, no?
2 referendums, and it looks like Quebec is still a part of Canada.
In 1982, Britain approved a new constitution for Canada, ending British control over constitutional amendments. Since then, Canada has grown to become a progressive, diverse, and multicultural nation, promoting a just society, emphasizing on cultural diversity, funding health care, and legalizing same-sex marriage are social indicators of Canada's political and cultural values. It has also developed as a middle power, making a space for itself when it comes to foreign affairs or peacekeeping roles. Canada's federal government has influenced Canadian culture with programs, laws, and institutions, and it has created crown corporations to promote Canadian culture through media, such as the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation. Anyway, we as Canadians will continue to work to fully achieve our vision of Canada as a tolerant, caring nation where basic needs are ensured, where people have the same opportunities, and where citizens look out for one another.
Thank you.